Oggi mi viene. So here we go.
Special one from the government of Ghana, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation,
GNPC, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Unibank, Huawei Ghana, Guinness Ghana Limited, latest form, Puma, White Master. A victorious Ghana is a cleaner gun.
to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Come on.
Ghana Blasters, once again we're gonna fire. 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 A fire, Ghana Blasters,
help drive sales, leads, or side.
Ghana. Ghana. Ghana.
This year we go do wonders. We go show progress. We go conquer with prayers. What did they do, dear? Concert. We go run kitty kitty. We go score kata kata. Black stars we come with fire fire. No retreat, no surrender. Hey, bring back the love where you say you get for your country. Forget the past, but we move on. Cheers to victory. Bring back the love where you say you get for your country. Forget the past, but we move on. Cheers to victory. I know that. Bring back the love. Ignite the passion and fire. Bring back the love. Revive the dreams, desire. Yeah, bring back the love. Believe it now or never. Yeah, bring back the love. Calling today and forever. Come on, cafes, casca, mogu. Mogu, cafes, casca, mogu. Mogu, mogu, cafes, casca, mogu. Come on. Mogu, cafes, casca, mogu. Mogu, mogu. There will be happy, no. That the road will be muddy and rough. Can see the way I'm an IFA. Heavy no say, bet me I am an IFA. We know we will. Namini hine. Namini hine. Namini hine. Namini hine. Kelebona lekekebo. 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 Kelebona lekekebo.
Ghana.
They've made it this far. Ooh, they've made it straight to the top. Oh yeah, 'cause so far so good. Come on, let's cheer the stars to victory. Victory, victory. 'Cause they're gonna climb every mountain. I know they're gonna cross every river. And they will make the name of Ghana proud. 'Cause we can feel it in our hearts. They're going straight to the top. They're going straight to the top. Ooh, from their dream. I know like red, gold, and green. Come on, fulfill the promise of hope and glory. Hope and glory. Hope and glory. Oh, they're gonna climb every mountain. I know they're gonna cross every river. And they will raise the flag of Ghana. 'Cause we can feel it now. They're going straight to the top.
It has been a good campaign for Comoros. Stefano Cousin's team, they were beaten 2-1 by Madagascar in their last outing a few days ago, which ended their World Cup dream. And a number of changes made to the starting lineup from that match. Notably, Miziane Maulida, the top scorer in the qualifying campaign, dropping out of the side this evening. The goalkeeper, Salim Ben Bouana, is suspended after his red card against Madagascar. Adel Anzimati Aboudou has come into the side this evening. That one of 4 changes made to their team. The Ghanaian players with time for a last-second huddle, I should say, on the field, and then we'll be underway. And there is the stand-in Comoros goalkeeper this evening. A late addition to the squad following the game against Madagascar played in Abidjan. He may well be a busy man this evening. It's going to be Comoros to get us underway here. Comoros setting the ball rolling in Accra. The island nation's World Cup dream coming to an end a few days ago, but Ghana are on course to clinch a place at next year's finals in North America. A draw here tonight in front of a packed crowd in Accra, and they will clinch top spot. And even a defeat may not prevent them from finishing in first place in Group I. It all depends in that case on what Madagascar do in their game against Mali. Either way, Ghana on course to appear at a 5th World Cup finals. A couple of changes, by the way, to the Ghana team compared to the lineup that was initially announced. Jonas Adjete, the number 4, and Alidou Seydou, the number 2, subsequently added to the team. So changes in the defence compared to the last match against the Central African Republic, when Ghana were very comfortable winners.
This is my hack.
And there is the standing goalkeeper, Adel Anzimati Aboudou, with the long clearance downfield. Alidou Seydou. I'm just keeping an eye on the Ghana formation. Is it going to be a back 3? Seydou, the number 2, playing a very advanced position on the right-hand side of the game, going back to the interception. Mohamed Kudus, big roar from the crowd with the Premier League star getting on the ball. Thomas Partey, and now across to Salisu. Seydou, this is good build-up play this from Ghana. It's going to be a long throw then, delivered from the near side here by Antoine Semenyo. Into the Comoros penalty box, cleared away by the visiting defence. Comoros all in green this evening. Ghana playing in an all-yellow kit. Selimani did well. It's a dangerous ball in. And very nearly an opening goal for Comoros to silence the huge Ghanaian support here. Selimani's cross. And it was Benjaloud Yusuf. Sibo knocking Faiz Selimani off balance. Quasi Sibo of Real Oviedo in La Liga in Spain. Made his Ghana debut last month in the September World Cup qualifiers. No problem for Comoros. Shangama, the captain, is on the ground. They come here with the pressure off this evening. It's been a very respectable campaign for them in qualifying. They've recorded 5 victories certainly not let themselves down by any means, and let's not forget that their first match, and the second match in the group, the first game at home, was a stunning victory against Ghana in November 2023. Kicked off by beating the Ghanaians and the Central African Republic. That's what allowed them to dream of making it to the World Cup. In the end, 5 wins and 4 defeats. Fourth defeat coming at the hand of Madagascar just the other day, and that was the result which finally finished off any chances they had of taking second place in the group and perhaps making it into the intercontinental playoffs, which are to come. Remember, the 4 best runners-up from the 9 groups due to go through to the playoffs next month. 2 semi-final games and then a final. The winner of that will go through to the FIFA Intercontinental Playoff Tournament, and they will compete for the last 2 qualifying spots. So a long way to go for anybody who finishes as a runner-up, but the dream will still be alive. It's not going to be the case for Comoros. Sibo picks up the ball. Salisu, Jiku, and now Adjete. Back with Comoros again. Zaidu Yusuf under pressure. He's done really well to come away with the ball. Partey. Ghana 0, Comoros 0. 10 minutes in, and if it stays this way, Ghana will secure first place in the group. There's not too much pressure on them, and certainly all pressure off for Comoros. Annan sending it forward, looking for Kudus. And the challenge coming in from Sibo on Selemani, a very heavy one. And the first booking of the evening for Kwasi Sibo, the Ghana number 8. Kwasi Sibo playing at the highest level in the European League for the first time in his career this season, after coming up to the top flight in Spain with Real Oviedo. That's what's helped him work his way into the Black Stars squad. That was a crude tackle though, and he's now walking a tightrope for the rest of this game. News coming through, by the way, from the match in Bamako. Mali leading Madagascar by 1-0. Madagascar have to win to stand any chance of leapfrogging Ghana into top spot. So that's very good news from a Ghana viewpoint, and that will undoubtedly be spreading around to the fans in the stadium here. Another match on the final day in Group I taking place a little earlier. Central African Republic defeating Chad by 3-2 with an injury time winner. Match which ultimately had no bearing on the final positions in the group. Chad already condemned to finishing bottom. Central African Republic second bottom. And Chad finishing with just 1 point from their 10 games. Adjete's clearance coming off Selemani. Alidou Seydou of Rennes in France to take the throw. Seydou again. Stefano Cousin is the Comoros coach. Coach with a fascinating backstory. Quebec-born Italian. Been in charge of the team for 2 years now. Ebenezer Annan just looking to shepherd that ball behind for a goal kick. It did take final touch off Benjaloud Youssouf. It will be a goal kick to Ghana. Ebenezer Annan of Saint-Étienne in France. Kudus picks it up, giving it to the experienced Thomas Partey. Works it out to Annan on the left-hand side. Ghana playing with wing-backs this evening. Jordan Ayew, the captain, flights the ball in. It's helped on its way by Anzimati, the goalkeeper. Returned by Seydou. Kudus comes back to Alidou Seydou again. Salisu. The ball lifted forward, which will run through to the goalkeeper. Well, Antoine Semenyo has enjoyed a fine start to this season. One of the form players in the English Premier League. 6 goals and 3 assists in 7 matches in the English Premier League at the start of this season for the Bournemouth player. Real quality and strength in depth in the Ghana squad. Ajite. Plays for Basel, the Swiss champions. Jiku alongside him. And now Salisu. 3 central defenders for Ghana this evening. Has to be a recognition that even if a defeat might not prevent them from clinching top spot, they want to bow out on a high in this qualifying campaign. Build towards the World Cup. Otto Addo will be conscious that Ghana will not be at the AFCON coming up in a couple of months' time, and really important for them to sign off with a positive result. A number of months to go, of course, before the World Cup comes around. Jordan Ayew battling to hold off the Comoros defender. It was too strong for the veteran forward. That ball sent forward down the right flank for the visitors. Jiku coming across to make the challenge and conceding the first corner kick of the game. Alexander Jiku now with Spartak Moscow in Russia. He moved there from Turkish giants Fenerbahce just last month. Well, the referee from Gabon is just warning the players in the penalty box there that he's keeping an eye on any pushing and shoving and grappling going on. It's going to be Faiz Selemani to deliver the corner kick. 5 green shirts waiting in the middle. Six now in the penalty box as it's an outswinging delivery headed away by Jiku. And now a free kick given. And the Ghana fans getting a bit restless. Selemani involved again. Stefano Cousin with some instructions for Ismail Boura, the number 2. Shangama, the captain, then looking to deliver this free kick from way out on the right-hand side. Comoros looking to do the double against Ghana in this qualifying campaign, but the delivery straight into the arms of Benjamin Asare. And familiar territory tonight, plays for Hearts of Oak. This is their home stadium here in Accra. Kenan Twabibu, one of the 3 centre-backs for Comoros this evening, the number 4, who plays his club football in Slovenia. Aliou Seydou then to launch the long throw into the box. 20 minutes in here. Comes out to the edge of the area. Partey fancied the shot. It's no problem for Comoros with Ismail Boura on the ground needing some treatment. As we see the Ghana bench. Ismail Boura, born on the neighbouring island of Mayotte, which is a French overseas territory. Comoros' string of islands in the Indian Ocean, in between the northern tip of Madagascar and the African mainland, the coast of Mozambique. Jordan Ayew then standing over this free kick for Ghana, coming up to the midway point in the first half. They've not really troubled Adel Anzimati, playing in goal for Comoros tonight. What can they do from this? Ayew swings it in, it's helped on at the near post. Reaches fall for a Ghana player arriving. It was Ebenezer Annan who had a wild swing at it. Selemani collects it for Comoros. He wins the free kick as well up against Kwasi Sibo. Now Benjaloud Yusuf will take this throw for Comoros, an opportunity to send the ball into the box. Benjamin Asare, the Ghana goalkeeper, hasn't had much to do yet either tonight. Hasn't really had any real chances at either end. Seydou gets it clear. Adjete picks it up. Looking to release Kudus, you can really sense, you can hear the anticipation around the stadium when he gets on the ball. Ghana 0, Comoros 0, 23 minutes gone. His final night in qualifying Group I here in Africa for the 2026 World Cup. Ghana looking to take one of the 9 automatic qualifying spots. Expanded World Cup, meaning more possibilities for teams in Africa to make it to the tournament. Tomorrow we may well see Cape Verde qualify for the first time in their history. That would be an astonishing achievement for a small island nation. Comoros is a nation with a population of barely 900,000. That's significantly more than Cape Verde, who are primed to top their group ahead of Cameroon and qualify for the finals. Salisu sending it forward. Jiku. And Jete. Ghana looking for width on the far side with Annan. Attempted the first time ball. And it runs through to the goalkeeper. Playing tonight because Salim Bembwana was red carded late on in that match against Madagascar. Played in, well, extremely wet conditions in Abidjan's the only way you can describe it. Really, really heavy rain. Bembwana coming way out of his penalty box, almost to halfway, handling the ball and being sent off as Comoros lost 2-1. Seydou sends it forward. Partey back to Seydou again. Kudus, nicely done. Seydou continuing his run. And the visitors proving a match for their more illustrious opponents here in Accra at the moment, having already beaten them, remember, by a goal to nil nearly 2 years ago. Kudus, nicely done. Seydou continuing his run. Not just that victory, which Comoros remember well, as they come forward here. The offside flag does eventually come up against Rafiki Said. Said putting the ball in the net, but the Ghana players had stopped because Said was ruled was ahead of the last defender when the ball was played. We'll see it better from this angle. It's a tight call. The goal not standing. Rafiki Said of Standard Liège in Belgium. As Comoros beating Ghana in this World Cup qualifying campaign, they also famously defeated the Black Stars at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon in early 2022. A stunning 3-2 victory with a late goal by Ahmed Monyi in Garoua. As Comoros went through to the last 16 of that tournament. This might be an awkward one for the goalkeeper. The balance might have caught him out, but in the end he was just fine. Partey, nice turn. Alidou Seydou to clip it forwards. The ball will run through to the goalkeeper again. Possession once more for Comoros. Zaidou Yusuf turning into trouble. And they've not really managed to get Antoine Semenyo into the game yet, Ghana. Kudus, strong play from Mohamed Kudus. Jordan Ayew trying to return it into his path with the back heel flick. Seydou recovering possession well. Kwasi Sibo. Thomas Partey alongside him. Sibo again. Seydou. Tajete. Well, it's not necessarily what you expect from Ghana in this qualifying tournament, given the number of goals that they've scored coming into the final round of games across the continent. Ghana with the joint top scorers in African qualifying with 22 goals in 9 games, level with Côte d'Ivoire and Algeria. And look at the quality they have up front tonight. 3 forward players, all based in England, to the 2 Premier League stars, Semenyo and Kudus, plus Jordan Ayew, these days in the second tier championship with Leicester City. They've not created a chance of note in nearly half an hour here tonight. Salisu forward. That will be a slightly awkward one for Twabibu, the defender. Yusuf returning it to his goalkeeper. Ismail Boura, not really anywhere for him to go. Giving the ball away to Seydou. It's not particularly fluid from Ghana in the early stages here. The substitutes watching on, including Gideon Mensah, the number 14. When the initial team sheet was released, he was on it, as was Kaleb Yerenki, as was Abdul Fatawu. It looked like it was going to be the same starting lineup as the other day against the Central African Republic. In the end, 3 changes with the 2 wing-backs brought in, Seydou and Annan, as well as the extra centre-back in Ejete. Jordan Ayew wins the free kick. Challenge on him by Zaidou Youssouf. Right in front of the referee as well. Partey's pass to Ayew. Lovely step over from Ayew to take that ball with him in his stride. Youssouf caught out and giving away the foul. This is an opportunity for Ghana in a good position to maybe finally trouble Adel Anzimati, the Comoros goalkeeper. 2 men in the wall for the visitors. Third one joining them now, Zaidou Youssouf, who gave away the free kick. To Ayew and Kudus. Standing over this ball. Kudus, who clips it forward towards Semenyo. Kudus again. It's a better ball in. Picked up by Seydou. Ejete. Cross blocked. And the ball left for the long throw. Again, we've seen both teams adopt this tactic in the first half. It is going to be Alidou Seydou to launch it into the middle. Can Ghana get the breakthrough goal here? Helped on by Salisu. Kudus to Partey. Ajete. Seydu will keep it in. Tries the first time ball into the middle. Semenyo again, shot from the angle. Comes off the defender to go behind for Ghana's first corner. Stefano Cousin watches on. Comoros coach. The noise levels rising around the stadium. Ghana closing in on a place at the World Cup. The draw tonight is enough, but they want the opening goal here. Semenyo on the players waiting in the middle. Jordan Ayew to deliver this. From a Marseille forward. Top scorer in this group. In Qualifier with 7. Can he make the goal from the corner? Ayew's delivery headed out at the near post by Rafiki Said. Seydu was unable to keep that in play. Ghana were a bit sluggish at the beginning of their campaign. Their first match was a 1-0 win against Madagascar up in Kumasi. And Iñaki Williams got the goal in the 96th minute at the end of the game. Then they had that 1-0 defeat away to Comoros in Moroni a few days later. But in 7 matches since then, they've had 6 wins and a draw. A draw coming against Chad just last month. And they were pegged back late on. It was a shock result, but otherwise they've been imperious. A lovely turn by Kwasi Sibo, which the home fans enjoyed. Jiku. Alexander Jiku just telling Ebenezer Annan to get back into his position on the left. Sibo. And Jete. There's that long diagonal again, which we've seen Ghana try a few times in this first half. Jordan Ayew up against several green shirts. He looks to go all the way. And across the face of goal, it was behind Kudus. Comoros survive. Sibo. Here's Partey. They're playing for Villarreal in Spain. Formerly of Arsenal. Ayew. And Jordan Ayew coming into this game in the last few minutes, seeing more and more of the ball. Seydu. Bura. It will be a goal kick, says the assistant referee on the near side. Well, must have come off Seydu last night. Seydu doesn't agree with that decision. You know, Comoros have a problem. The goalkeeper, Adel Anzimati, has gone down in his goal mouth. Now, see better from this angle. Perhaps not, but certainly the assistant referee taking the view that it came back off Alidou Seydu. Defender who played at the World Cup in 2022. Ghana went out in the group stage. They have a proud record of making it to the World Cup, at least in the last couple of decades. They got to their first World Cup in 2006. And they've been at 4 of the last 5. Only missing out in Russia in 2018. Of course, they had that marvellous run to to the quarter-finals in 2010 when they were beaten by Uruguay in South Africa. Since then, they went out in 2014 in Brazil without winning a game and went out in the group stage in Qatar in 2022. Despite beating South Korea, that came in between defeats against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal and against the Uruguayans. So really they've been incredibly consistent at making it to the World Cup in recent times. They're on course to make it to a 5th World Cup out of 6. A country which has also won the Africa Cup of Nations on 4 separate occasions, albeit the last title was in 1982, but still only Egypt with 7 and Cameroon with 5 have won the AFCON more often. More than 40 years since they won the trophy, but they have been to a couple of finals in recent years, 2010 and 2015. Underway again. Swali, Comoros goalkeeper, seems to be just fine. Heading towards the break here. Kwasi Sibo. Picked up by Mohamed Kudus of Tottenham Hotspur. Just tending to drop deep and pop up in that inside right pocket. Jordan Ayew to the left of Antoine Semenyo. Tremendous quality in the Ghanaian attack, but Comoros have kept them quiet. Here's the captain, Mshangama, launching the long ball forward. An awkward one for GQ, does really well. And Salisu completes the clearance. Now Thomas Partey. 5 minutes of the first half remaining here in Accra this Sunday night. It's pretty warm. And it remains 0-0 to Ghana and Comoros. At the same time, Mali leads Madagascar by 2-0 in Bamako. And that means that Madagascar's dream of topping the group is a remote one coming into tonight's game. It looks to be very much over. Mali in control, caused by Lassina Sinayoko and Nene Dorgelès for the home team there. Mali have had a disappointing campaign by their standards. If it remains that way there, and it remains like this here, well, Mali will finish in 3rd place in the group, behind Madagascar. And Madagascar will be pinning their hopes to the playoffs, if they can make it to the playoffs. Saidou Yusuf playing it forward for Rafiki Said. Yusuf continuing his run outside Said. Yusuf on the ball. Cross clipped towards the back post and collected by Benjamin Asare. He's the one player in either team this evening who plays his club football at home here in Ghana with Hearts of Oak, famous old club. And he was taken over as a first choice goalkeeper in the second half of this World Cup qualifying campaign. Kudus. Drop of the shoulder from Kudus to get away from Ismail Boura. Opens up some space. Trying to find Ebenezer Annan on the far side. It will be a corner. And that's what Mohamed Kudus can do, the former Ajax and West Ham United player. A big money move to Spurs a few months ago ahead of this Premier League season. Ghanaian fans in the stands here in Accra. Packed house tonight. They want a goal to celebrate. It's going to be Jordan Ayew to send the corner into the box. High hanging delivery, looking for Adjete. Jonas Adjete jumping, Ghana wanting another corner. Well, not clear whether it came off Ajete Mohamed Swali from that replay, but Ghana will have another corner kick here. Semenyo standing in front of the goalkeeper. It will be Kudus to take this from the Ghana right. Just look at the fans watching on here in Accra. The phone's held up to capture the moment. Kudus delivers it. His first touch from Mohamed Kudus. Tries the shot, which is blocked, and maybe Comoros can break here in the final minute of the first 45. This is Faiz Selimani just trying to hold on to possession, waiting for a teammate to join and support him. As it stands, Ghana qualifying, Madagascar finishing second, but looking like they probably will not get into the best second place teams to make it into the playoffs. Selimani on the ball again. Zaidu Yusuf. We're going to have 2 minutes of added time at the end of the half here in Accra. Are we going to see a goal before the break? This is Zaidu Yusuf. Stefano Cousine, the Comoros coach, previously in charge of South Sudan. He is tremendously well travelled. Yusuf on the ball again. He's gone behind for a throw on the far side, which Ebenezer Annan will take. Moved to Saint-Etienne at the beginning of this season, a famous French club who these days are playing in the second division. Ajete for Alidou Seydou. Not any real sense of urgency about Ghana tonight, which is completely understandable. We don't know if word has filtered through to them of the scoreline in the other game. I'd imagine Otto Addo will be trying to avoid telling his players that Madagascar are losing, because the Ghanaians would possibly then take their eyes off the ball completely. Jordan Ayew trying to drive towards the box, looking to add to his 7 goals in this qualifying campaign. This is Thomas Partey. Salisu. Ajete continuing towards the penalty box and then letting fly with a somewhat wild effort, the 21-year-old defender. And that may well be the last act of the first half here. The referee from Gabon brings proceedings to a halt. And at the break in Accra, it is Ghana 0, Comoros 0. Not been particularly inspiring from the Ghanaians tonight, but they knew that a draw in this game would be enough for them to clinch top spot. Madagascar, the only team who could catch them but have to win to do so, are losing by 2-0 in Mali at the same time. So Ghana getting the job done as it stands. 0-0 at the break here between the Black Stars and Comoros.
Obi and him handkerchief. Let me see your kerchief. Into your handkerchief. I will promise you I can see it. Ghana na tesu. Kaya shebo ya shebo. Nansu wedi emu. Papa wati aye sa ya ubopo. Ghana mbeme. Ghana blaster. Nana nyami ne cry. Wanna baba. Ghana blasters. Nana nyami ne cry. Yeah, Bashamona, Juma time for Stroba for man, Ghana blasters. Yeah, dear, you know, yeah, but I into my phone. I need that day, you for just someone worries for Gasu. I demand bed whopper in the jump boy. I think Basasu with Dari. Yeah, Michael Essence, Prince Batty, baby Jet. Wanna Ghana blasters. Nana nyami ne cry. Yeah, Bashamona, Juma time for Stroba for man, Ghana blasters. Yeah, dear, you know, yeah, the control, the time of you. I will put it up here. I will not get you. That's what could I do it. Ghana might have with you. I'm not this you. Ghana might have. So I know. In what company I did the Albuida. See you when you know the most of them. It's in the Jimmy in the South for what Uncle Buffalo Day, Dino Pan, a wobble blasters. Check one air. So what the baller would move front tower, pass the pass our man. Strong defenders are also the pressure or the ball let the liver friend check. But I without that shit. We freeze the time on us, man. Tell when wanna Ghana blasters. Nana nyami crying. Yeah, Bashamona, Juma time for Stroba for man, Ghana blasters. Yeah, dear, you know, Jerry, I coming for more. Jordan, are you? Adam Farase, Emmanuel, Frimport, Rabbi Mohammed, Anthony Annan, Tom Nikadia.
Welcome back to Accra, where it's goalless at the break between Ghana and Comoros. Ghana looking to wrap up qualification for the World Cup tonight. They're on course to do that. And the second half will be underway shortly. You can see the Ghanaian players making their way back out through the tunnel here.
From the government of Ghana, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation,
GMPC, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Unibank, Huawei Ghana, Guinness Ghana Limited, latest phone, Puma, Right Master.
Superb crowds inside the stadium tonight. Packed house of about 40,000 here.
to the left,
The main thing for Ghana is to secure that place at the World Cup. They want to do it with victory if they can, even if they only need a point to be sure. To even then, events elsewhere tonight suggest that the defeat will not change anything because at the moment, Ghana need to miss out on finishing top of the group. They need to lose this game. They also need Madagascar to win. Madagascar losing 2-0 away to Mali. Sina Yoko of Auxerre in France and Mini Dorgeles of Fenerbahce. They've got the goals for Mali, and that means that Madagascar, as it stands, are not going to get the result they need to turn things around. It's not just a case of needing to win for Madagascar and hope that Ghana lose. Also, Ghana have the much better goal difference. Ghana's plus 16. Madagascar was plus 8 at the beginning of the day. It's gone down to plus 6 now. And it does look like Madagascar have far too much to do. It's always a long shot for them. And it's an even more remote possibility now. The Comoros, meanwhile, of course, to slip down to 4th place in the group. They've shown up very well throughout the campaign, and they've shown up very well in the first half tonight. Really competitive section, of course. Madagascar performing brilliantly. Mali felt they are an emerging nation for some time. They've underperformed to some extent. Ghana doing really well. Set the ball rolling in the second half here. What will Otto Addo have said to his players at the interval? Comoros are making a change. Benjali Yusuf, right back, coming off, and Said Bakari is the player entering the fray for the visitors. Underway in the second half here in Accra. Ghana 0, Comoros 0. The halfway stage in this game. Only need a point to wrap up the top spot. Having to depend on results elsewhere tonight, and they're on course to get back against the Comoros team who beat them in the reverse fixture nearly 2 years ago now. Comoros, such a long time, one of the minnows, of course, of African international football, but they've come on such a long way in their development. They've shown up very well in this campaign. Their prospects of sneaking into second place definitively ended in the defeat to Madagascar a few days ago. Change, by the way, being 5 visitors at the break we saw there. He replaced a straight swap at right back, Said Bakari of Sparta Rotterdam in the Netherlands, coming on for him. Foul on Jordan Ayew, given away by Kassim Dauma. Alidou Seydou, awkward ball into the middle. Ahmed Swali got the touch to that as the goalkeeper dived. It's come out towards Kudus. Here's Annan. Might just fall for a Ghanaian player at the back post, and Partey's ball in has been turned into the net by Mohamed Kudus. Ghana get the breakthrough within 2 minutes of the second half beginning. And that releases any remaining pressure for them, surely, in this World Cup qualifying campaign. Just the point required tonight to be sure of sealing their place in North America next year. But they take the lead here thanks to Mohamed Kudus. The flares being lit, fireworks going off around Accra. They're in party mode. It wasn't a brilliant first half performance from the Black Stars. They laboured to cause any real problems for the Comoros defence, but the away team struggling to clear their lines initially. The ball returned into the penalty box, an awkward bounce, and Thomas Partey setting up Kudus to score. Kudus just stealing in front of Ahmed Swalehi. Ghana leads by 1-0. The second goal in this qualifying campaign for Mohamed Kudus. Other one came in a pivotal victory, 3-0. In an away game against Madagascar, played in Morocco in March. That ultimately a result which has made a massive difference in this group for the Ghanaians. Kudos of Tottenham Hotspur with the goal. That English Premier League quality in the Black Stars team. They've been revived under Otto Addo since his return to the job. Addo appointed in March of last year after Ghana's poor start to the campaign and also their poor performance at the AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire, let's not forget. Ghana see themselves as one of the powerhouses of African international football, but they went out in the group stage in the Côte d'Ivoire last year with just 2 points. They failed to qualify for the upcoming Cup of Nations in Morocco after not managing a single win in the group with Angola, Sudan and Niger, but they've put that right with their performances in World Cup qualifying as Thomas Partey gives away the free kick for the challenge on Zaidou Youssouf. Zaidou Youssouf, who is one of 8 players in the Comoros starting lineup tonight, born in France. Comoros leaning very heavily on the diaspora in France. There is a large Comorian population there, particularly in Marseille. A number of the Comoros players born in that city on France's Mediterranean coast. Antoine Semenyo taking the ball for a run, heading towards the byline. It's good play from Semenyo. And he's got his team the corner. A sensational start to the season for Bournemouth. He's been a consistent performer in the Premier League for Bournemouth in the last couple of years, Semenyo. And he may well be one to watch at the World Cup next June and July. Ghana with their 4th corner of the game. It's a feverish atmosphere inside the stadium now. Watched all the way by Adel Anzimati, the goalkeeper, who's won the free kick. Mohamed Salisu, one of the players who was forwards, and this is a problem for Adel Anzimati of Ararat Yerevan in Armenia. Maybe a bit of a surprise that Stefano Cousin didn't give the gloves to one of the other goalkeepers who were initially called up to the squad. Salim Benbouana, red carded in the game against Madagascar a few days ago, but 2 other goalkeepers available to the Comoros coach, Yannick Pondor, in particular been overlooked. Here's Stefano Cousin. Pondor, maybe surprisingly, because he's 24, he's been around for a while, he belongs to Lens in the French top flight. Another option being Naïm Saïd Mchindra, who belongs to Toulouse, in the French top flight club, very much in their reserve team. But the two of them overlooked tonight as Adel Anzimati was brought into the side. Here's Stefano Cousin. Played football in France, in Switzerland, in Italy, in Central America as well. He's worked in a number of countries, in England and Iran as well, and in the Republic of Congo too, before taking charge of the South Sudan national team for a couple of seasons and then arriving in Comoros. Anzimati seems to be okay. Mexican wave spreading around the stadium here. Ghanaian fans eager to enjoy their evening, and they're doing just that. This football crazy nation. Here's Jordan Ayew. Well, let's see if Comoros can respond to this. They will not want to finish this campaign with back-to-back defeats. Here they come down the left-hand side. Picked up by Salisu. And a free kick won by the visitors. And Ghana on course to join some other African footballing heavyweights in clinching a place at the World Cup. Ball in towards the near post, which is stopped by Asare. Here's the goal scorer, Kudus. Seydou outside him. A really remarkable atmosphere in this stadium here. Fans waving the flashlights on their phones. Ayew wins it back. Selemani scrapping to recover possession for Comoros. Great learning experience for some of these Comoros players, I think, playing in this kind of atmosphere. They will not be at the World Cup, but they are building towards the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, for which they've qualified, and they'll play the host nation in the tournament's opening game in Rabat on December the 21st. They'll be faced with similar kind of atmosphere to this one, I think it's fair to say, on that occasion. Long ball forward looking for Ayew, cut out by Ndauma. Moran to Yusuf, works it back the way to his goalkeeper. Shankama, the run of Rafiki Said with the reverse ball, cut out by Alexander Djiku. Kudus. And now with Ebenezer Annan. One of the players brought into the Ghana team tonight following that very comfortable 5-0 win against the Central African Republic a few days ago. Kudus holding off Shangama. Getting back up to his feet. He's in confident mood tonight. Partey out to the right for Alidou Seydou. This is Kwasi Sibo. It's going to be a 5th World Cup out of 6 in which Ghana have been present. They'll be there in Washington, D.C. for the draw for the tournament, which will take place on the 5th of December. It's going to be the first 48-team World Cup, remember. Kudus swings it in. And it will be collected by Adel Anzimati, the goalkeeper. Adjete to Alidou Seydou. No question that the next AFCON will be poor without the presence of Ghana, but it will be fascinating to see how Comoros get on. His second appearance at the Continental Showpiece. We're into the last 16 in Cameroon 3 years ago for Comoros. A 2-1 defeat against the host nation, Cameroon. At that stage, it was an extraordinary game in which Shaker Aladour, an outfield player, usually a fullback, had to play in goal because none of the available goalkeepers were able to play. And they didn't disgrace themselves by any means that night. Here's Thomas Partey feeding the ball through for the captain Ayew. Jordan Ayew again. He's won the free kick. And once more it's Zaidou Youssouf who's given it away. Lucky to escape a booking at this rate, Youssouf. Clear foul by the former Bordeaux and Saint-Etienne player. Now playing his club football in Saudi Arabia with Al Fateh. Plenty of smiles in the stands here in Accra tonight. Ghana on their way to the World Cup, not just edging towards World Cup qualification, cruising towards World Cup qualification tonight. Leading 1-0. Kudus with the delivery, really tantalising ball in from him. Ghana set to be the 5th nation on the African continent to confirm direct qualification for next year's World Cup. From the 9 groups, the other 4 groups all set for mouth-watering finales in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, look out for Cape Verde, the little archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean. Very close indeed to qualifying for the World Cup for the first time from Group D. They're home to the bottom team in that group, Eswatini. If they win that game, then they will qualify for the World Cup. And any slip-up, Cameroon, a nation we've become used to seeing at the World Cup down the years, well, they could pounce and leapfrog the Blue Sharks, but it looks unlikely. Kwasi Sibo up to the right for Seydou. Jordan Ayew has put in a power of running tonight. The veteran forward with the captain's armband on. Back to Alidou Seydou again. More than 2/3 of the way through this game. Seydou going all the way back to Alexander Djikou. And now Salisu. Partey Kudus trying the fancy control and not quite managing to pull it off. The home fans not too worried about that. Brilliant talent, Mohamed Kudus. Big money signing by Tottenham Hotspur from their London rivals West Ham in the English summer. Seydou into the tackle. Yusuf. Now Shangama. Partey picks it up for Ghana. Kudus being urged to drive towards the Comoros box. He gives it to Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew for the Black Stars. Two Comoros defenders in close proximity. Not easy for Ayew to do anything there. Well over 100 caps now for Jordan Ayew. Only his elder brother Andre has one more for the Ghanaian national team, and he is set to lead his country to the World Cup. It'll be his third World Cup. He was there in 2014 in Brazil, and was there at the last tournament in Qatar. So Ghana leading 1-0 here tonight, and Madagascar, who had to win to stand any chance of pipping Ghana to top spot, now find themselves 3-0 down away in Mali at the same time. Mali have just scored their third goal on the night in Bamako, so it's going to be a defeat for Madagascar. Madagascar who'd kept alive their hopes of finishing top of the group with a 2-1 win against Comoros in Abidjan just the other day. And it is not going to happen for them tonight. Ghana, regardless of the outcome of this game here, I think it's fair to say would have been topping the section, because Madagascar are heading for a defeat, and a comfortable one at that. Just to mention some of the other World Cup qualifying groups we're going to see decided in the next couple of days. The battle between Senegal and the Democratic Republic of Congo for top spot in Group B. Can the Congolese make it to the World Cup at Senegal's expense? And fascinating finale in store in Group C as well. Benin in position to hold off South Africa and Nigeria and win that group. That would be absolutely remarkable. South Africa being undone by fielding an ineligible player in their recent match against Lesotho, which meant that what had been a victory on the pitch was overturned and awarded as a win to Lesotho instead. And the other group to be decided, Côte d'Ivoire, a point clear of Gabon with a game to play. The fixtures to come tomorrow and on Tuesday. Yusuf from Shangama picks up the ball for Comoros. This is Selimani. He wins the free kick in the centre circle. And we're going to have a substitution with the break in play. The change for Comoros, Yassine Bourhan of Aris Limassol in Cyprus, brought into the starting lineup this evening, making way. And it's Iyad Mohamed, who had started the last game, dropped out at kick-off tonight. He is the player coming on here, Iyad Mohamed, into the midfield, plays for Casa Pia in the Portuguese top flight. Nearly midway through the second half. Ghana 1, Comoros 0. Ghana, the 14th ranked nation in Africa, according to the most up-to-date FIFA rankings, but set to be the 5th African nation to clinch direct qualification for next year's World Cup. Interception by Jiku. This is Partey. Salisu, coolly done under a bit of pressure. Across it comes to Adjete. Ghana have been relatively in control tonight. Might have been somewhat different if Comoros had something tangible at stake. Flag up against Antoine Semenyo, who hits the bar anyway with his attempted lob. He knew that he was in an offside position. Antoine Semenyo, real asset to this Ghanaian team, the London-born forwards. Well, the lineup for the next World Cup is very much beginning to take shape. We've seen a host of nations secure qualification from Asia, including Uzbekistan and Jordan. We have a host of South American qualifiers confirmed already as well, Argentina and Brazil among them. New Zealand qualifying too. Ayew looking to hold that ball up for Partey inside the 6-yard box, but it's collected by Adel Anzimati. Yusuf under pressure, back to his goalkeeper. Comoros coming up short, but significant improvement for them on performances in previous World Cup qualifying campaigns. The qualifying tournament for the last World Cup in Qatar, they went out in the first round of that in a two-legged tie against Togo. That was played in September 2019. So they were eliminated more than 3 years before that World Cup took place. Alidou Seydou, Kudus, burst the pace from Kudus, trying to cut it back for a teammate. Semenyo was waiting inside the 6-yard box. It will be a Ghanaian corner. And we are going to see multiple Ghanaian substitutions shortly. Otoado can afford to just make a few alterations. Freshen things up a little bit for the final 19 minutes plus stoppage time. Kudus then to take the corner. All the way beyond everybody. And free kick given, in fact, against Alexander Jiku will be Comoros' free kick. The goalkeeper is down inside the goal mouth. Substitutions being prepared by Ghana, but not made as yet. Kwasi Sibo. Salisu touched on by Ayew. This is Ebenezer Annan. Bura. Comes off Adjete. And the referee is going to allow the substitutions to be made now before the throw-in is taken. So Jordan Ayew is coming off, or is he? Well, maybe the change is not yet ready to be made. The referee has changed his mind about that. Bakary Selemani for Comoros. Saïd Bakary continuing his run. Thomas Partey getting into a bit of trouble inside his own area. Shangama. Rafiki Said. A good bit of play from Comoros, decent passage of possession, but the ball ends up in the arms of Benjamin Asare. Hearts of Oak goalkeeper who's had very little to do tonight. And of course, for another clean sheet, as was the case against the Central African Republic just a few days ago. And Joseph Paintsil, the number 13, and Elisha Owusu. They need to come on here. First of all, it is Kwasi Sibo's number which has come up. Alidou Seydou and Mohamed Kudus coming off as well. So Caleb Yerenki, Joseph Paintsil and Kojo Pepra Opong are the three players coming on there. Yerenki, young player with Nordsjælland in Denmark. Paintsil, based in Major League Soccer. And Kojo Pepra Opong, centre-back with Nice in France, who's just recently moved to Ligue 1 and has got his first call-up to the Black Stars squad for this gathering. An opportunity for him to show what he can do. Three substitutes will have a quarter of an hour plus stoppage time to make an impression. Ball in from the right. Here's Yerenki. And playing alongside Partey in the heart of that midfield. Yerenki. Mohamed Salisu looking for the ball forward for the substitute Paintsil. Opong. Attempted cross blocked by Ismail Bura. And Kojo Pepa Opong filling in that position as a right wing back as the replacement for Alidou Seydou. Opong to take the throw. He's 21 years old, was playing in Sweden for Norrköping before the move to Nice. To drive in the cross, it stopped Kenan Twabibu. Can Comoros create something in the closing stages here? They've really found it difficult to cause serious problems to the Ghanaian backline this evening. Interesting that we've not seen Mizian Maulida coming on, the top scorer for Comoros in this campaign with 4 goals. Shot is attempted from a long way out. It's a wayward effort. Faiz Selemani, number 7, plays his club football in Qatar. And Qatar making, Comoros should say, making changes, and Selemani is one of the players coming off here. So Rayon Lutin coming on for Selemani, and the skipper Yusuf Mshangama making way as Mizian Maulida enters the fray. The player who has had an outstanding World Cup qualifying campaign, Mizian Maulida. He got the winning goal in Moroni in the reverse meeting of these clubs in November 2023. Jurenki has given away the free kick for the challenge on Lutin and has got a yellow card as well.
Yellow card to Ghana's player Jurenki.
And this is why he lost his footing and impeded Lutin and handled the ball at the same time. That's why the referee has given him the yellow card. Caleb Jurenki, just 19 years old. Playing for Nordsjælland in Denmark, the club who brought through so many exciting young Ghanaian talents via the Right to Dream Academy. Interception by Twabibu. Big an opportunity to hit the shot here. It's neither really a cross nor a shot. In the end, headed away by Annan. Lutin, one of the 2 substitutes just brought on for Comoros. Straight out of play from Said Bakari. Sparta Rotterdam defender. And has the armband on after Shangama went off, but Benjamin Asare, nothing really to do. He's usurped Lawrence Atizigi as the first choice in goal for Ghana as this World Cup qualifying campaign has gone on. First couple of matches, it was actually Richard Ofori who was playing in goal. Ghana have chopped and changed, as they have done, of course, on the bench. Chris Hughton was previously the manager, but left after that disappointing AFCON campaign in Côte d'Ivoire. But from AFCON disappointment to World Cup delight for the Black Stars. They come forward again here. Semenyo trying to pick out Patesil on the far side. Semenyo working hard to win the ball back again. First time ball forwards. Maolida. Good defending from Jiku. Now Urenki. Victory incoming here for Ghana. Madagascar losing 3-0 in Mali. And at the same time in Group A this evening, Egypt, who have already qualified, leading Guinea-Bissau by 0-0. Mohamed Hamdi scoring that one. Burkina Faso set to finish in second place, leading Ethiopia by 1-0 as well. Semenyo brings it down, but the offside flag is up against the Bournemouth player. And Ghana made big impressions in their first 2 World Cup appearances, reaching the last 16 in Germany in 2006, of course, when they were beaten by Brazil in Dortmund, and then reaching the last 8 in 2010 with that dramatic defeat at the hands of Uruguay. Also there in 2014 and in 2022. Neither of those occasions did they make it beyond the group stage, but they have developed a habit of qualifying for the World Cup. And that is what we're going to do tonight. The 4-time African champions set to make it to their 5th World Cup. And all of those World Cup appearances have come this century. Partey trying to feed it through towards Jordan Ayew. Initially, Ayew's number 9 was brought up by the 4th official pitch side. I wonder if that was a misunderstanding or whether it was a late change of mind by the coaching staff to keep Jordan Ayew on the field, to allow him as the captain, as the veteran in this team, to celebrate the moment when Ghana clinched qualification. Comfortably a top scorer, of course, in this campaign with 7 goals, followed by Thomas Partey on 3. Time for more Ghanaian changes here. Jordan Ayew is now coming off. And Antoine Semenyo making way as well. So some fresh legs on in attack. That's what we're going to see for the final few moments. Ayew has done his job for the night. Semenyo as well. They both put in a power of running. Ayew, who scored in the win against the Central African Republic the other day, not adding to his goal tally tonight. Semenyo not able to get a goal either. It's Brandon Thomas Asante of Coventry City who's gone on, and Christopher Bonsu Ba, another Saudi Arabian-based member of the Ghana squad, entering the fray, as well as Comoros make another change themselves. Rafiki Said is the player who has gone off for the visitors, and it's the veteran El Fardou Ben Nabouane who comes on for the final few minutes for Comoros. Bakary. Ball into the middle, and the shot blazed over the crossbar from Miziane Maolida. Match winner in the last meeting of the teams, the former Lyon and Nice forward. Cleverly left that. Ball in by Said Bakary, and Maolida unable to hit the target. Well, the atmosphere has calmed down a bit compared to the minutes which followed the goal from Ahmed Kudus early in the second half, but the celebrations will begin very shortly. We have already seen 4 North African nations clinch qualification for the World Cup. Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt and Algeria will all be there, and Ghana are about to join them. Madagascar on course to finish second, but as it stands, it looks like they'll not be one of the 4 best runners-up. Remember that when it comes to working out who has the best records among the runners-up, the results against the bottom team in each group will be discounted. And in the case of Madagascar, well, of course that means that their 2 victories against Chad will not be taken into account, which means that as it stands they'll have 13 points, and it looks like that will not be enough for them to be one of the 4 best runners-up. The runners-up that make it through to the playoffs, that playoff competition will take place in a month's time. Comoros will not finish first or second. They will be turning their attentions to the upcoming AFCON in Morocco, which is only just over 2 months away. Cross in from the left, watched all the way by Asari, who tries to punch it. Paintsill. We're going to have 4 minutes of stoppage time. The 90 minutes have come and gone. Here's Paintsill again. Well, can they cap things off by getting a second goal here tonight? Much less fraught way for Ghana to clinch World Cup qualification than how they did it in 2022 when they beat Nigeria. They're great rivals on away goals. 0-0 draw in Kumasi in March 2022, and then a 1-1 draw with Nigeria in Abuja a few days later. Thomas Partey on the ball here with the captain's armband on since Jordan Ayew went off. He got the all-important goal in that playoff tie, which allowed Ghana to qualify. It is that bit, you wouldn't say easier, but rather more straightforward these days in Africa to qualify. Not just the 5 places available, but 9 direct spots, and Ghana will be taking one of them. Here's Paintsill. He's looked lively since he came on, Paintsill. Ball not running out of play and given away by Comoros. Bonsuba. Salisu, Monaco player, hasn't been playing regularly for Monaco this season. Kaleb Yerenki. Well, they're just running the clock down now. And maybe one chance for Comoros to come to snatch an equaliser on the night. Mutan trying to break his way through. Still alive, the visitors here. Played into the middle. And turned behind for a corner kick for Comoros, just their second of the game. Last chance on the night. Bakari's ball in. Stopped by Ajete. Final 30 seconds of stoppage time here. Benjamin Asari's had a very quiet evening in the Ghana goal. In comes the corner. Partially cleared, and the shot from range is over the bar. And that should be that. The air horns sounding here around the ground. Great anticipation. The final whistle has gone. The referee has not let the play go on any longer. Ghana have done it. They have beaten Comoros. They have done it. And World Cup qualification has been secured here tonight. It's been a richly successful qualifying campaign. 5th for greatness. Ghana heading to the 5th World Cup in their history, in the 5th World Cup in 6 editions as well. Mohamed Kudus with the only goal of the game on the night just after half-time here in Accra. They only needed a draw, and even then it didn't really matter because Madagascar, the only team who could have caught them, had to win, and they are losing comfortably away to Mali tonight. And Ghana, who lost away to Comoros in November 2023 at a point when it looked like this might not be a successful World Cup qualifying campaign for them, have turned it around spectacularly and are comfortable winners of Group I. 8 wins and a draw in 10 games, 23 goals scored in that time, and they are heading to their 5th World Cup, the 5th African nation to confirm qualification for the World Cup after the North African quartet of Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt and Algeria. Look out for Ghana at the World Cup in North America next year. Look out for the Black Stars in the draw, which will take place in early December. They'll be there. Comoros, meanwhile, it's not been quite as historic a World Cup qualifying campaign as they were hoping it might be, but they performed very well. 5 wins in their 10 games for the Indian Ocean Island nation, and onwards and upwards for them to the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco at the end of the year. It finishes here in Accra tonight. Otto Adams Ghana 1, Comoros 0. The Black Stars are heading to the World Cup.
The flag of Ghana so high, so high. With God's love, might and strength. We will make it to the top. So here we go.
Well, this is the final standings in Group I. Ghana topping the section with 25 points, 8 wins and a draw in 10 games. They qualify for the World Cup. Madagascar finishing second on 19 points after defeat tonight in their final game away to Mali, who finish in third place. Madagascar must wait to see if their efforts have been good enough to make it into the playoffs.
America, Chicago, you don't know, you gon' know. Best way where they run their show. America, Chicago, give me see you a number. Friendly phone for now, I'm fat. Watching the knee on the best way. January to December. Party the stop. Turn South Africa, show me some love. Jabba, my bodo. Woman in the menu, so me so. My enjoyment want to kill me. Living my life on the best way. When you see us in your city, if I know says you know they can't play. You don't know, you can't know. Best way.
All right. Good evening, lovely people of South Africa. It's your boy Kojo from Pomansos Nice, and I'm here with my beautiful colleague, and she is
Sawakoto.
We got a couple of comments in our comment section on our TikTok page with regards to the date for the coming program, which is Ghana Party in the Park in SA, that is South Africa here. And I would like to let my other colleague give you the dates and prior the program coming soon. Okay.
Thank you very much. Abusia for now edenasi eni kabe emamo. The Heritage Night concert, you know, ubejaye ma fefe. You know, we were overwhelmed, you know, because say we are bringing a program called Ghana Party in the Park. It's coming soon. And don't worry, the date will be released soon. And we are telling you, sir, it's going to be massive and more entertaining. You know, best way entertainment. We do it in the best way. My brother, do you have something to say?
All right. You'd have to follow our page, our social media handles on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Okay.
As well, and you'll see it on the screen as well. We'll put it on the screen for you to see. Kindly follow us and get all the updates. Ghana Party in the Park coming very soon. Very soon.
For all your travels and all your tours and all that, contact CEO. That is Best Way Travel and Tours. He's got the authenticity. He's got everything to get you covered to where you want to travel to with your family, with your loved ones. Stay tuned.
America, Chicago. You don't know, you